I'm Arlene. I'm an entrepreneur, author, and adventure seeker. This is Gina, a career-driven and fun-loving woman. This is Miles, a friendly and cool entertainment correspondent and host. And this is Christina, a witty and artistic filmmaker. I created a show about dating, relationships, and life in LA. These are my friends, and we are women of different ethnicities discussing various life topics.
If you meant that's simple. Say a different thing.
All right. Well, then that goes back to like, okay, well, can you be friends with a guy and still remain to keep a relationship where it's not intimate? For me, I think you can't do that. I think that a guy's always going to see me as a sexual object. Like, he's not going to get
You're sexy.
he's not going to get past that point, and I think it's just going to be difficult because if I move on, or I mean, I think for women it's just easier for women to be, yeah, let's be friends, and guys are just like, yeah, it's just more difficult for them. And for me, I think that's the reason why I don't think they can be, per se. I think maybe it's more for the women. Like, women again can probably do that a little bit more, but guys, it's just probably more difficult for them. And so for me, I don't think it's a good idea.
Right.
Yeah.
For me, I think that for women, period, to touch on what you said, sex is an emotional thing for women, just overall. So once our emotions are cut off, we don't want to have sex anymore. Right. Guys are different. They still see you as being the way that you are, so they still see you as a sex object. So I totally agree. And for me, like, I try to be friends, like I said, with my exes, but they always want more than that. And that's because they still see me like that. And I'm like, hey, no, I don't like you anymore. I don't care how attractive you are. I just don't like you in that way anymore. So it's like, can we move on from there and just be friends? And then a lot of times, too, my exes might have someone in their lives already, and they're still reaching out to me. So that's wrong anyway. On so many levels. Like, why are you calling me and you have a girlfriend? You know?
It depends what they're calling you for.
It
depends. It depends what they're reaching out for. If they're calling you needing like all this emotional support, then yes, I agree. But if they're just calling to check up and say, hi, how are you doing? I just want to let you know I'm dating somebody. Oh, great. How is it? Great. We've been dating for so many months. Oh, that's great. I don't think there's anything wrong with
No, that it's not. But that's never the case for me.
because they can care less. Depends on the circumstance.
I guess I'm just
that
dating
kind of girl.
different people. I guess. I mean, I've been friends with my exes forever. One of my best friends in the whole entire world has been an ex-boyfriend, and it's like he and I go so far back, and I mean, there are points that if we're both single and we're both together, cool.
Well, sometimes it just comes down to the fact that some of the guys I've been with, that if they were to come back to my life, I don't trust myself. Just keep it like on a friendship level. I mean, obviously there were, things that attracted us to each other, and especially if they moved on with someone else, it's going to be really hard for me to, say I'm concerned about your well-being. I've had people try that with me, and like I said, it's just I find it hard because I gave you like my all, and I was really invested in you, and it wasn't what you wanted, so it kind of blows the ego a little bit, so it's kind of like, okay, if you wanted to go off, then go off and find some other friends to tell how wonderful your life is now, don't come back to me and tell me about it.
Dance floor, I met her on a dance floor. She was dancing to a jam though. Sexy was a dress code.
We've got some good content coming out, and